Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday night Zooms with the Wellbeing Society. I'm super excited. For those that do not know who I am, my name is Yvonne Goettsch. Yvonne Cannon. I am coming live from my car. I'm living in Oklahoma in the middle of a snowstorm, picking up kids from activities. So I do want to apologize because normally I am at home ready to do these Zooms. I am super excited that you guys are not here. In case that you guys don't know who I am one of your uplines. I used to be really in your face type of upline. A lot of things have happened in my life in the past 3 years. And what that's great about this business is I have discovered who I am. I have learned the value of becoming a woman in this business. Just so much has happened in my life. I met Emily through military housewife stuff. Emily is one of my level 2s. So it's been great doing this business with her. During the past 4 years of this Plexus business, I've gone through a divorce. I lost my mom. For those that know me and that follow me on social media, you guys know I'm Hispanic. I'm proud of my culture and I love my family. So those that were there that saw my mother pass away and going through that life transition, it was very hard for me. I went through an ugly divorce, very bad, toxic divorce. But because of this Plexus business, it actually taught me that I deserved more. And I am officially living my happily ever after. I've recently got married almost a year this March to the man of my dreams. He was a great, amazing person that's so supportive in my business. And we have 4 kids together. So I'm in that stage right now where I'm so happy. Things are going great in my life. Marriage, I have another part-time job and have a great, successful Plexus business. So I am one of your uplines. I am Emily's level 2 upline, I believe, right? Is that how it goes? It goes me, Holly, and then Emily. So I'm super excited to be on this Zoom call. I am someone I used to love, like, pretending to be like on social media. And now I've just gotten really shy. And I think it's just because the way I've developed in the past few years and a lot of things that's happened. I absolutely hate doing Zooms. I love doing Zooms because I love talking to you guys, but I freak out. I am not person like when Emily was like, Yvonne, you're going to go on the Zoom and you're going to talk about this. I freeze and panic. I'm like, why are you making me do this? And I love Emily so much because she is someone that gets me out of my comfort zone. So sometimes she'll give me that big girl, put on your big girl panties on, and you're going to do the Zoom. So just know, for those that hate doing Zooms, or if I ever reach out to you or your upline reaches out to you saying you're going to do the Zoom because I told you to, I promise you it's worth it and it's amazing. So I'm super excited about this team Zoom call. So I'm going to go forward and talk about Edge. That's our feature product. And I will tell you guys this, I am not your product guru person, and that is totally fine. But Edge, have any of you guys taken Edge before? Raise your hand. Okay. I love Edge. I pretend that I feel like I have ADHD. I probably should have been on medication, was never diagnosed with it. I love Edge. I really do. I take those on days where I feel like I'm going to go hard at the gym. I'm go, and I need extra boost in my energy. Edge is way better than your most products that are sold in our grocery stores, those Red Bulls and all that stuff. Edge is better quality. What I've noticed when I take Edge for my mind that's going 100 miles per hour, it makes me concentrate better. Like, it is so amazing. I can actually focus on one thing at a time where I don't feel like, what does that mean that's on social media where, oh, you're a mom and you have 100 browsers going on your internet and you're like, ding, 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 ding. Like, that's me, I swear to God, every single day. And Edge actually can help calm me down, which is why personally I love Edge. I used to actually take Edge as a pre-workout. I love that one. I mean, that would make me feel like I was Superwoman at the gym. Like, I would be like, oh, you want me to add 50 pounds on this? I got this, when I would take Edge. No longer do that anymore. But like I said, Edge is a great product. So if you haven't tried Edge, I would definitely give it a try. So that's all I'm going to touch base on, because I know I'm supposed to talk a little bit about Edge. because I'm so excited. I want to spend our time talking about with our double upline Celeste. For those that do not know, we were, as you guys know, after you go all the way to the top of the company, you can redo yourself and start all over in your business. Celeste is the first double diamond in our company. What is so great about that is we were her actually first jewel team on that second position. Super amazing. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my backstory, which I don't know, Celeste, if me and you have had this conversation before, but one of my first meetings with Celeste was the sweetest thing ever. So when I joined Plexus, I went 100% in. I believed in the comp plan and I believed the person that got me to join Plexus. I went all in. I was all for it. And she told me, hey, I have some friends, some of Jared's, like my upline, she was like, some of my husband's friends went to college together and they're having so successful in this company, network marketing. I've always believed in network marketing, but I never did it because at the time I was a military wife working full time, had 2 active kids, taking care of my mom at the time that was going through dialysis because she had kidney failure. I was like, I don't want to do a network marketing business. I don't have time for that. Like, I don't want to worry about the stress of hosting a party. But she was like, I don't know what my husband's friends are doing, but they're being successful. I remember her sharing stories of Celeste and her upline, Jen Hawkins, which we will hear about that more. So I went all in, was so successful right away. And the minute I was always all in, but the minute that changed my business was actually after I met Celeste. And this is why. I was about to have surgery. I had an emergency hysterectomy, you guys. For those that work corporate America, you know how you get so many days off and you're about to go on medical leave and you were told, hey, you're about to go on medical leave. You're going to have your leave covered because you qualify for MFMLA. At the time, me and my ex-husband, we weren't living paycheck to paycheck, you guys. We were living overdraft to overdraft. The struggle was real. I'm going to be straight up and say it. And I just remember having emergency surgery, being told my leave would be covered if I had this emergency surgery. And guess what? It was payday and I did not get a paycheck deposited into my account. I completely freaked out, was stressed out. I had no idea how the Plexus rankings worked at the beginning, but the month prior, I got promoted to senior gold. I didn't know what that meant. I was just so in love with Plexus. I kept sharing with all my friends within 4 months. All I know is when I got that bad news that one day, the Lord, the next day, I swear to God, it was all Lord, the God's timing. I got a paycheck from Plexus. It covered my leave of those times of my FMLA that I was supposed to get paid for, that I was told I was no longer going to get paid. Plexus covered paid for our whole bills for our whole family. And that was actually the first time I met Celeste. She was hosting an event in Dallas. And, at the time, Celeste was she's still a big deal, but she didn't even know who I was. We hadn't met in person. And she came up to the event and she was like, oh my God, you're Yvonne Cannon. I'm so excited to finally meet you. I was like, who is this person? She knows who I am. She has thousands of people on her time. She knew who I was. She knew my struggle. And she says, oh, I've been praying for you. I hope you're so okay. She's like, I just know you're passing. She just said all these amazing things. And I was just like, she is a genuinely caring person. And throughout the years, I've gotten close with Celeste. She's obviously one of my uplines. But not only is she someone that I respect and she's someone that I value when it comes to this business and seek advice. Celeste has been there through a lot for me the past few years with my mother passing away. She's actually one of the first people that I told to, which I don't know if you remember when I broke down and cried about my divorce. It was just a weird God thing. When I finally spoke of my divorce, she happens to be one of the first women that I told to and everything and vented. And she prays for me outside the business. She prays for me in my personal life in this Plexus business. So I'm just so excited that she's on the Zoom call because she means so much to me and she's just there all the time for me. And you guys, what you see is what you get. She has been so successful because of the way she loves people. And it's just so amazing to see when you hear of all these other people being part of network marketing businesses, they're just so caught up in just making the money. And honestly, it's not even about that with her. It's about her, just making sure that you're okay and you're successful and that you're happy. And I don't know. I just adore her, and she knows I do. And I'm so excited for her to tell her story, because at the end of the day, I just want you guys to hear, you guys don't have to know everything about this business. All you got to have is passion of our products and love people, and let the Lord bless you with everyone that you want in your business, and it will happen. And so anyway, Celeste, I kind of went off a little bit what you're going to share today, but I'm super excited for you to continue to share your story.
Well, man, I mean, I feel like we should just get off now, because that's all we need. I mean, like, I can go to bed and sleep peaceful because Yvonne just totally made me feel really good about myself. So thank you for that. I want to preface this with, I am in Anna, Texas in a snowstorm. So if ever you can't hear me or see me, put something in the chat, because listen, some of y'all are frozen on some funny faces right now. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's hard for me to focus because most of y'all are in some, funny position. So I'm just going to like look straight ahead and talk and hopefully have some impact. Yeah. Wave at me, and then you're going to be stuck like this for maybe the next 5 minutes. But when Yvonne asked me to do this, I literally said 2 minutes because I absolutely love this. I love to share with other folks about my story, and hopefully it'll motivate someone. Here's what I'm going to tell you. When you listen to me talk, I really hope and believe that your main takeaway is going to be, man, that chick's a hot mess. She can do this. I can do this too. I mean, I'm being really honest. I'm telling you, I'm over here with bad connection. My dog's barking. My husband's walking in and out of the room, and total hot mess express over here. So this is the first call I've done in a really long time that it wasn't just like Q&A. And I said, interrupt me if I'm sharing too much. She told me y'all usually go about 30 minutes. So we're about 15 minutes in. So I'm just going to speed through my story. And as I'm sharing my story, just kind of try to drop some nuggets and some encouragement, tips and tools along the way. But my story actually starts back in 2012. So this will be my 10-year anniversary with Plexus. So in case you're trying to do the math, they wiggled on the rules a little bit, and I actually joined when I was 11. So there's that. So I've been in for 10 years. I'm actually 45. Those of you that are trying to figure out, like, what the heck am I talking about? Joined when I was 35. I'm 45 now, but started the products when I was 34. And that's kind of the fun part about the story is I was on social media, just kind of clicking and scrolling as I used to spend so much time wasted, and saw my roommate from college who looked incredible. And, I called her up and I said, hey, man, you lost all your baby weight. Your baby's 12 months old. I guess I should lose mine. My baby's 12 years old, And I said, what are you doing? And she told me about Plexus, and she actually told me about the business. And I really, 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 in the nicest way possible, maybe a little condescending, told her, that's so cute for you. I'm not interested. I trust you. I believe you. I'm not interested in network marketing. And the precursor to why is because I had folks in my history. I'd had folks in my history who I thought wanted to be my friends, and come to find out they were inviting me to a party, and they were selling candles, or they were selling trips and all the things. And I was really turned off by that. I have several specific stories that I would share if this was a longer call as to why it was not just a no, but a heck no, that I didn't want anything to do with network marketing. But I trusted her, and I knew if she said, this is what I'm doing, I didn't care if her grandpa was mixing the pink drink in his basement, didn't understand network marketing. I trusted her, and I knew her character. So I said, how do I get this stuff? So I ordered it. I'm pretty structured and, routine and regimented. She told me what to do. I did it. There's a tip and a tool for you. You're not going to have success unless you take the products. Sadly, That's actually important for us to share with our new customers, because I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody say, I'm doing this, and I go to their house and they've been doing it for a month, and I see 3 weeks worth of product still sitting on their shelf, you know? So I did what she told me to do. I drank my water and I had amazing results. I listened to my body. If I had energy, I got up and moved for the first time in probably 10 years, and I had great results. So she kept telling me about the business, and I just was like, Jen, no, I love you, but no. And during the course of all of those no's, I sent Jen Hawkins, who is also one of your double diamond uplines, about 20 to 25 customers, because I'm a good friend and I wanted to help my friend, because I was a stay-at-home mom who was leading a Bible study and doing tons of philanthropic stuff and didn't have time for anything else. And air quotes, didn't need the money, which makes me giggle now, because we were, sacrificing and bending over backwards to keep our kids in Christian school. My husband was busting his hiney so that I could be a stay-at-home mom, and we did need the money, and what you can do with all that extra money and how you can bless the kingdom and you can give back to mission. So said she was coming to watch my daughter now. She was going to join her team. Can you hear me? Hold on. I'm going to log on. Can you hear me now? Yes? Okay. I knew that might happen, man. Y'all start praying that doesn't happen again. She convinced me to join her team, and I think that she knew I was off to the races. I told her that day, man, I don't know anybody else that wants this stuff. Quote, man, I don't know anybody else that wants this stuff. And the next day, somebody said, what are you doing? You look great. Share. Actually, I had to text Jen Hawkins. Hey, man, what's my link? Hey, man, what's my link? Several times throughout that week. And I mentioned that my husband had really, really worked hard to provide for us. And when I got that first paycheck, I was like kind of in awe. And I actually said, hey, wait, this is my money. Like, your money's our money. This is my money. And I was kidding. Obviously, it's all our money. And it was really for the first time ever to be able to contribute financially to my family. I got married at 21, started having babies about a year and a half later, also military. My husband was a helicopter pilot in the Marine Corps. And we're really good at making babies. I don't know if we're good at much else, but military people are real good at making babies. So that's what I did. I got out of college and we started having babies, and finally was able to contribute financially. It's been amazing. Like, contributing financially has been a really cool thing. My husband being able to not miss anything for our kids in the last 10 years. Who gets to do that, right? He's been able to be present. I've traveled more. He's been present. Now we're real present, both of us. I'm an empty nester, and I think I've spent as much time in College Station, Texas, as I do in Anna, Texas, visiting my kids, because I have all the freedom in the world to get to do that. Hear me? I'm on my phone, you guys. Hold on.
It's all good.
I'm logging in on my phone, okay?
Okay.
And I was on a roll.
You were.
Well,
You've
now I
been
can hear you.
frozen. You've been frozen for about 5 minutes, but we can hear you.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute this one.
There she is. I'm looking for the second one. Where's the Celeste?
Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
There is a crazy echo.
I know, it's because it won't let me log off on my computer. So I'm gonna go out here. We're gonna make this work.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. So I'm now in my kitchen. Welcome to my house. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good to go.
Okay. So where was I on that?
You were contributing financially and Andrew couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah. So let's just tell that story. Andrew, when I first joined, was basically like, thought it was cute that I had a little hobby. And I was going to convention and he said, just don't pretend like this is a business trip. Whatever you do, just go have fun with your friends, but don't act like this is a business thing. He's eaten those words a lot over the years. And we love to tell that story. But at the end of the day, I was talking about the business, what I've been able to do with the Plexus income. Man, y'all, it's blown my mind. I don't know if y'all know, my dad was a missionary for many, many, many years. My dad is a missionary in Africa. And what I've been able to do with his little teeny tiny organization, because of my Plexus paycheck, thank the Lord he's still living to see it. There's no blessing quite like that in the world. There's no blessing like your church building a building and being able to go, I can help with that. There's just nothing quite like that experience. So I know the products work, right? I am a product of the product. I know the products work. So the focus for me is, so many people's health problems stem from what? Nobody's laying in bed awake at night going, man, I really hope I lose 3 pounds tomorrow. People are laying in bed at night and it's affecting their health because they don't know how they're going to pay their bills. They don't know if their child's going to be able to pay select sports. They don't know if they're going to be able to pay their car payment. So for me, it's such a perfect marriage to be bold about the business, because if you are getting someone physically healthy, and for me, obviously spiritual health is in that mix too, and I'm getting them financially healthy, man, like what better gig is there? Like I say, I don't care what scratches your itch. Say you're from Texas without saying you're from Texas. If you like to help people, if you like to have fun, if you like money, if you like recognition, like whatever scratches your itch, man, I got you. You know what I mean? I got you. Like, so that's why I think that I've been successful, is because I've been bold to share about the business. Yvonne did mention, like, I put my relationships above everything else. I'm actually meeting with a worship pastor from my church tomorrow. And he came to me and I'm taking him out to lunch at True Food Kitchen. And I literally led it with, man, I'm so excited about this. I think you guys can kill it. But guess what? If you don't want to do this, man, I love you. Like, I want you guys to make sure that you're not alienating the people in your life that haven't said yes. Because let me tell you, 10 years in, I got a lot of no's that became maybes. And I've got a lot of maybes that have become yeses. And I've got a lot of no's and maybes right now that in the next 10 years will become yeses. Okay. So it's not fake. I genuinely love people. So I've tried really hard to be intentional with all of my circles that are not Plexus to continue to build those relationships. Because at the end of the day, we have great products, but this is attraction marketing. And at the end of the day, you're actually selling yourself, right? I mean, at the end of the day, like, man, I want to be like Emily Roberts, because she's a really cool girl that speaks truth. She loves her husband, loves her babies, and she's really into this like health and fitness thing. And I've watched her have results. I want to be with her. I want what she's doing. I want to be like her when I grow up. And I kind of really do, by the way, Emily, that's the truth. But I just think that there's so much lost in our industry on sell.
Instead of just be real, be authentic. You are your own billboard, right? You have to be a product of the product to attract people. But let me tell you what that means. I'm a 45-year-old fit-ish girl. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to live a long, healthy life, to be a really great grandma, probably not anytime soon because there's no prospects. I'm not trying to be like a bikini fitness model. And that's okay, because that's who I am, right? And there's other people that they want to be healthy. They want to have more energy. They want to be fit-ish. If you want to be super fit, like, go you. But like, that's awesome. But like, at the end of the day, I work out because I want to live a long, healthy life. I don't want to have all the issues that both my parents have. And I'm doing all of the things I do to live that long, healthy life. So know that people are watching you. You got to attract people through the way that you're living your life, including the way you're posting on social media. And people are going to be attracted to what you do at the end of the day. So as far as the story goes, it's been an amazing journey. Can't believe this is my first call that I've done since it's been my 10th year. So that's kind of fun. And this is my first live call of the year. But I believe that the future is so bright. And I believe that anyone can do this. And let me tell you why I believe that anyone can do this. Because I know me. And I know that I'm a hot mess mom from a teeny tiny town with one stoplight that had no experience with business. I'm not a dietitian. I still can't name most of the ingredients in our products, but I can find you that information if you need it. I'm not a product guru, but I've built credibility and integrity enough with my community that when I say this works, people believe me, right? And that's what it's about at the end of the day, is just staying true to who you are, being consistent. I know that you can do it because I know a lot of the leaders, not all of them anymore because we're growing so much, but I know a lot of the leaders were from different backgrounds, different socioeconomic levels, different parts of the world. And we're all doing it differently and we're all succeeding. So one of the questions that I hate the most is when people say, tell me a day in the life of how you work your business. And I say, listen, I'm double diamond. Jen Hawkins is double diamond. Jen Hawkins has 3 young kids at home. I have 0. I don't want to tell you what I do every day, because what I do every day is going to look really different than what Jen Hawkins does every day, or what Emily does with her 3 littles every day. At the end of the day, it's about consistency and how you work the business. It's about that day to day putting in the work, and what I do is definitely not going to be what you do, because let me tell you what, I don't work that hard anymore. I busted my hiney for 6 years, worked pretty hard for 2. The last 2, I'm like still adding my 3 a month. I'm posting on my team page. I'm consistent. If you want it, I'm going to help you, but I'm not working like I was the first 6 years. I worked really hard like most people never will, so that now I can live like most people never will, if that makes sense, right? And I want to also encourage each of you, if you're looking at me or Emily or Yvonne or, any other leaders, and you're like, yeah, but you guys make really great money. Y'all can post boldly because you're doing all the things and you have the cars and you're going on all the trips. Listen, if you hear nothing else on this call, listen to this. There is someone in your network that wishes they could take their kids out for a pizza and bowling tonight. There's someone in your network that $150 would absolutely change their life if you're a silver or you're a gold. So don't say, I'm just silver, I'm just gold, I'm just whatever. Your silver paycheck, your gold paycheck could absolutely change someone's life in your network. And you're being super selfish by not stepping out of your comfort zone and sharing about that, knowing that you have a business that could absolutely change their lives, right? So be bold, regardless of your rank. I don't care if you joined yesterday, be bold in sharing about what you hope is to come. I was on a call last night with these leaders that are killing it. They've lost weight, they feel great, and they're making gangster money. And I believe that I can do it too, because that girl that was on that call, she couldn't even get her internet to work. So if she can do it, I can do it too. right? I'm saying go share boldly no matter where you're at, because I believe that anyone can do this. And I still do these calls because it fills my cup to watch you guys have success, right? At the end of the day, I get asked daily, why do you still work? I still work because there's still people that need this business and there's still people that need this opportunity. How selfish would that be if I didn't do stuff like this to hopefully motivate y'all despite all the technical difficulties, and that hopefully you walk away going, that chick really is a mess. I can go do this. I can go do this. So that's kind of my story in a nutshell. It's been a huge blessing. I stinking love this team. I am so dang grateful for each and every one of you. I believe that you can do this. And how I do it doesn't have to look like how you do it. How Riley does it doesn't have to look like how Angie does it. Just daily, stay consistent, put in the work, be bold. Don't worry about what people think. I don't know if you heard me at Super Saturday. I cared what people thought till I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. I believe that firmly. I believe that if I'd gotten out of my own way a year ahead of time, God's plan is perfect. I could have been ahead 9 months earlier. I'm so thankful that I was finally obedient. I'm so thankful that I finally said, man, I don't care what people think about me. I went to my parents and my dad and my brother and my husband, who are all businessmen. And I said, I think I'm going to do this. And I was scared to death. They were going to go, oh, don't do that. And they go, you're going to be a diamond. They looked at the comp plan. They'd already all had success with the problem, with the products. And they said, you're going to be a diamond. Oh, I can't see the questions because I'm on my phone. Unmute, Emily. That's all I got anyways.
I
Oh
want
my
to know
God.
how many level 1 jewels you have, because I need like some inspo to, we got 5, I have 5 level 1s that are rubies and senior rubies. And so like, I want more stars because that's what our comp plan is recognizing. So how many jewels do you have?
Wait, Emily, you forgot to ask how many jewels on each leg.
I don't even know, Emily. Do you know how blue I am? Do you
Well,
know?
okay, so the rumor I heard, because we all try to speculate and figure it out, was at least 19 on your first position.
So I've got 16 on my first. I've got 16 total.
Level
ones.
Yeah. And then you have over 50, I know, in like the state of Texas, right?
Like in
your whole team. Yeah.
I have about 90 in Texas.
Yeah.
So I think, do not quote me on this. If this is being recorded, I need to preface it with I'm kind of making this up. 600 or 700.
That's incredible.
Diamond, maybe like 800 senior ruby through diamond.
And then
Listen,
how deep do your levels go now?
oh, like 50. I think last time I checked, it was like 50 or 60.
That is crazy. Y'all hearing that? Like when y'all log in, some of you were like excited for your first level 4s and your first level 5s. On her report, she sees level 50 to 60.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So, funny story. I actually have a screenshot. When I was like, when I hit Ruby, I don't even know what it was, but
hold on, Yvonne, you muted yourself. Hold on.
Oh, sorry, there we go. So interesting story. Whenever I went Ruby or senior Ruby, you made a financial post. And that was the first financial post, like where I was actually be a part of it. Because keep in mind, you guys, like everything went fast at the beginning. I didn't understand the compliment. I didn't even know it was silver till 2 months later. And the reason I knew I hit silver was because Celeste sent me a message like, congratulations on hitting silver. I was like, okay, like, what is this? And she was like, you're going to get a bonus on your paycheck. I was like, okay, like I was all in, but I did not understand the comp plan. But I actually have a screenshot whenever she made her first financial post, and she talked about how many cars she could buy on a paycheck. I was
pretty
like,
sure that's not compliant.
On what paycheck? Excuse me? I was like, hashtag goals. But that was just a crazy thing for me to witness and to see. And like, I know me and you have deep conversations, but you guys, I just want you guys to see like what you see with the Celeste is what you get. And this is what I absolutely love about this business. Like I have my faith, I believe in God and all that stuff. But it's nice to know, like, in this business, I have people like Celeste and Emily. Like, I have had some vulnerable moments with Celeste, and I've had some vulnerable moments with Emily. At the end of the day, like, it's nice to know when I'm in my weakest point, I can turn to two women and like they will just stop what they're doing and they will pray for me. I can call Celeste, I can call Emily and pray. But you know what's crazy about this whole thing to think about, and it gives me chills? I would have never have met this woman had I not said yes to Plexus. Like, it's just amazing. Like, and I adore you, Celeste, and Emily knows that I adore her. But my life probably wouldn't be as great as it is if it wasn't without these two women, because I don't tell them enough, but man, they inspire me in my business. They inspire me to be a better person. And I don't know. I just love them both. And I mean, if you guys have any more questions for Celeste, definitely ask your questions now. But I just love how you are. And it just proves that you hear about those people being so successful in business and they're snooty tooties. Sorry, I don't know if that's a wording.
I don't know where she went. Did you meet yourself again? I think she did.
I need to say hi to my friend Nicole. I just saw Nicole on this call. Hi, friend. How are you?
One of my favorite stories about Celeste's business that inspired me, which first of all, her diamond documentary was emailed to me when I first joined. You guys, I tell the story all the time. My PV, I thought was my paycheck. Like, I had no idea. Celeste, I had 2,300 PV my first month because I didn't know that there was a business. I just knew to sell bags of pink drink. So I texted Yvonne and Holly and was like, hey, look at my paycheck. And they were like, no, girl, no, ma'am, that's your PV. And it was just so funny to me to this day. But one of my favorite stories, so like I started opting into emails and stuff around then. We used to get paper checks back then too, but Celeste was like the diamond documentary at the time. And I watched that every single day. It's kind of creepy, like borderline creepy. I watched it every single day. And what I loved was that she was like unapologetically herself. And my whole life, and maybe some of you will relate, my introverts are going to be like, no, sorry, can't relate. But as an extroverted person, that's just always been bougie and loud and extra in every way. And I've always been told to sit down and be quiet and chill. And why do you have to be so extra? Why does it take you so long to get ready? Like all those things. And I finally found a place. I was like, if she can be all herself, I have found a place where I can be all myself. So I love that she talked about being authentic. And every jewel that Celeste has, like level 1 personal, like these are real life people that she knows from college, from her children's school, from church. Like these are people she does life with. And I'm sure a lot of them are very skeptical, but at the same time, it was like a trickle, right? A ripple effect. You have Jen Hawkins. And then you had, I mean, how long did you say no for? 18 months or something?
It was 11.
11
It was
months.
Here.
How many people have been telling you no this month? And it's going to be that one thing that you share because you're showing up and being consistent. And they're like, okay, hey, Riley, I think I need this. You know, hey, Kelsey, I think I need this. Jessica, it's time. And there's people that told me no and cursed me out 5 years ago that are like knocking on my DMs like, okay, I know I was really ugly to you back then, but I just went to my doctor and they told me I needed a probiotic. And I'm like, really? I don't even want to help you, but sure, I'll help you, right? But anyways, Celeste is our double diamond upline. Guys, this is such a huge deal. Like she said, she worked very, very hard and now she is enjoying the fruits of that labor and still working. I mean, she makes a reel every single day. If you follow her on social media, she talks the talk and walks the walk. And that's what I love about her. Now she's enjoying it. She's having fun. Those of you that are working on earning Emerald by July, you will see her in Mexico with us when you earn it. You have 6 months. That's plenty of time. If you want someone to map that out with you, I would love to do that. Yvonne, your uplines, we'd love to map that out with you because it's possible. Celeste, last question, because
Yes.
I've heard rumors. I don't know if it's true. How did you go sapphire and diamond in the same month?
So I went emerald in 4.5 months, sapphire and diamond on my 6th month.
What?
I know it's so dumb. But here's the
Shorter
thing.
than a pregnancy. What?
Okay, but listen,
Okay.
here's the deal. I didn't know I was doing anything amazing. Okay. So you know how we talk about like put your blinders on? There was no one to compare myself to. Like if I look left or right, I was on the track by myself anyways, basically. So I was like on my journey. And I will tell y'all to this day, first of all, I am like one of these proud women that thinks there's room for all of us at the top, supporting all y'all, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what business you're in. But like, keep your eye on the prize and just stay focused in your lane, cheer for everybody around you, but like, don't compare yourself to other people. One thing I love, I mean, we can end with this because I know I've gone way over, is I get really weirded out and kind of confused when you see somebody and they're like, I'm all in, I'm a lifer when they start. And then like maybe 6 months, a year, 5 years later, like they haven't as fast as they wanted and they get frustrated. And like, here's what I will tell you. You got to go to work every day, right? Like at the end of the day, we all got bills. So I understand that. We're all doing what we got to do to put a roof over our kids' head, you know, our families, we got to pay the bills. But if you've got to go to that 9 to 5 and you love Plexus as much as you say you do, why would you not continue to do this for forever more years to get to Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond? You got to keep going to work, but why on earth would you not keep your side hustle for the rest of your life to take these products that make you feel great and make you some extra money, regardless of if it takes you 4.5 months? I'm a freak. Don't ever measure yourself up against me. Or 4.5 years or 14.5 years. If you're feeling great and you're making extra money and you really genuinely love what you do, y'all, the value of a side hustle in 2022, that's for another call. We will save that for another call. But I always get a little like, wait, what? Like, what? She's quitting because she didn't hit the rank she wanted? Well, she is making $500 or $600 a month and posting about how great she feels. Why would she not do this for forever? No matter how long it takes you to get to Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond, don't quit, guys, because these products are changing your life. Can't tell you how many people I've had leave and come back because they feel like junk, period. You know, so stay on your journey, stay in your lane. All the cliches are cliches for a reason because they're accurate. Like cliches are legit. Don't quit because you're not hitting your goal. Fail forward, man. Do it again next month, right? Keep working for it. The longer it takes you to hit a goal, the better it feels when you hit it, right?
Oh yeah. Scott was senior Ruby for 3 years, and Emerald happened during a worldwide shutdown because last one hired, first one fired. He was fired on Monday and went Emerald on Friday, but it wasn't a weak thing that just made him Emerald. We were working for 3 years because we knew I was Diamond. So it's like, I knew we would get there eventually. His journey was just a little different. His team is completely different. And like,
Awesome.
you can't compare yourself. You can't compare your business. Celeste is a freak. I mean, she's double Diamond and she did that in under 2 years. That's crazy. I hit Diamond right under 2 years. And it's like, if you think about just making money because you're sharing something on the internet, wouldn't we all be influencers? Don't you watch influencers on the internet right now that are doing the exact same thing? But half of them, which I know a lot of influencers, I was going to say famous people, but I don't think they're famous or influencers. I'm talking millions of followers, hundreds and thousands of followers. They don't even use the things they talk about. They're in debt to keep up with the Joneses and to have a pretty aesthetic on their newsfeed, and they hate it. So you feel like you need a Celeste Gwynn, but really your neighbor that has 4 kids and these products are going to change her life, she's your Celeste Gwynn. You just are looking in the wrong place and comparing with the wrong people. So everyone tell Celeste, thank you so much for her time. Thank you guys for letting us go over a little bit. This was too good not to.
Sorry.
It's the day that we get to have her. So thank you so much. This is recorded. We'll get y'all the recording in the morning. We're going to close it out in prayer and then y'all can go. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this incredible business and these amazing people. I pray that this week everything we do would be for your glory. I pray that you would just guide us and direct us into relationships that we need. And, sometimes humanly, it's just impossible for us to know what you want for us, Lord, but we trust you. And Jeremiah 29:11 says, the plans, where we're headed, even when we don't, and we trust you and we thank you. We love you. Amen. Y'all have a great night. Love you, mean it. Bye.